Welcome to the section on shipping a deep learning product. In this section, we shall focus on using a model which was trained, validated, and tested locally on a Jupyter notebook to deploy it easily on a Google Cloud service like the Google Cloud Functions. But for now, let's first understand the product we want to ship. So let's get back to the task, which is in this case that of sentiment analysis, in which we are given a movie review, or a model is given a movie review, and the model is able to say whether that review is a positive review or it's a negative review. In order to solve this problem, we use the data from the IMDb data set, which is made of 50,000 data points, wherein 25,000 are positive reviews and another 25,000 negative reviews. With this data, we are able to train a model which does the sentiment classification. And from this model, we now have our trained model right here, wherein when we pass in an input review, this trained model is able to predict the review type, that is to say whether this review is a positive or a negative review. It's actually at this point that the Google Cloud Functions steps in. The Cloud Functions is a scalable pay-as-you-go functions as a service to run your code with zero server management. Now, generally, while we were building locally, what we did was, after training, we'll define a method which is going to be used for testing our model. Now, what goes on here is we are going to use that function or that method and just simply put it in this Cloud Functions, and then that same function which initially was tested locally can now be tested online. The Cloud Functions also comes with no servers to provision, manage, or upgrade. There is automatic scaling based on the load, integrated monitoring, logging and debugging capabilities, building security at role and per function level based on the principle of least privilege, and then the key network capabilities for hybrid and multi-cloud scenarios. Let's now look at some key features. Here we have those features. Let's view all the features. So right here we have, it connects and extends services to build complex applications. As it reads here, Cloud Functions let you treat all Google and third-party cloud services as building blocks, connect and extend them with the code, and rapidly move from concept, that's locally, to production with end-to-end solutions in complex workflows. Further, integrate with third-party services that offer webhook integrations to quickly extend your application with powerful capabilities. There is end-to-end development and diagnosability. You can always get into the documentation to understand each and every feature we have here. We have it scales automatically. This is very important, as maybe a number of users increases. The Cloud Functions automatically manages and scales underlying infrastructure with the size of the workload. There is also no server management, so this is very important, as once you're done with building your model locally, you can easily deploy this model with the Google Cloud Functions. So it runs code with response to events, pay only for what you use. So this means you're not going to be paying for services when the function is not being called. And then they also avoid lock-in with open technology. So that said, once we have our trained model, we now package this in a Google Cloud Function. And so when we pass this input review, now we could get this review type online, that's in production mode. So we leave from the local testing to now production type testing, where anybody located anywhere in the planet could test your model or could use your model in solving a given problem. The very first step we shall make in deploying our trade model is by first preparing this model or putting this model in the right format for deployment, and then we shall actually deploy.